Hey guys, John back with another Anti-Guru video, and today I want to talk a little bit about why I choose to invest in difficult properties. Now, it's not for want of other deals out there. There are much easier deals in the world than the properties I choose to invest my effort into. But there are less worthy properties. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you think about the kind of stuff that I've been doing recently, the kind of deals that I've been looking at, they've been very much focused on more difficult, more complicated, more challenging is the word, buildings. Now, I do that for a couple of really good reasons. We're really blessed in this country for having lots of older stock, really nice, beautiful old buildings that we don't take care of. We're absolutely rubbish at taking care of them. And because we're rubbish at taking care of them, the ultimate action that occurs to these properties is they end up getting demolished at some point in time as a result of degradation, deprivation, roofs cave in, walls collapse, that kind of thing. So where does that take us with these old buildings? Well, it simply takes us to a point where we're just going to let all our old buildings die. Now, there are occasions where owners will do that, where owners will simply just turn around and say, you know what? I'm just going to let this old building die. It's going to go and I'm going to let it go. And that, in my view, is a criminal offence. Our history is important. It's part of our national story. And because it's so important is why I chose, when I was looking at investment options and looking at a number of different options, to finally lay my hat on the subject of heritage buildings. Now, the other thing about heritage buildings is, God, they can be achingly beautiful. And by achingly beautiful, I mean achingly beautiful. They are some of the most stunning buildings that you can look at and enjoy. The gatehouse down in Plymouth that we're doing, the barracks in Pembroke Dock, even the Mounts Care Home, they're stunning buildings inside and out, and they scream, please help me, please attend to me, please make me work. Now, the thing with heritage buildings is that you have to remember that they're heritage buildings. You can't just do a standard development on them. You can't just waltz in and go, right, I'm going to take out that wall there and that wall there and that wall there, put a window in there, bog's going to go over there. Can't do any of that. They're listed inside and out. They're protected inside and out. And that's a real common misnomer when it comes to people thinking about what is and is not a listed building. People forget that listing goes all the way through the building. There's no such thing as frontage listed. And that doesn't make any sense. The building is listed the whole way through, and it's the features that are there that you need to preserve or enhance that are the important things. So when we're dealing with these old buildings, we need to have a real understanding and appreciation of them. The heritage assessment that's been written for Raglan Gatehouse goes through its history in detail, because it has to go through its history in detail. It has to go through why the building was built, where it was built, what surrounded it at the time, and why we're making the interventions that we're making to that building in order to bring it back into life. Now, there's one of the other benefits of living with heritage buildings right there, in that there are duties upon planning authorities to bring them back into life, to find a use, to find a home for them, to find a functional existence for them again. Because when heritage buildings fall out of love, fall out of a use, then they start to degrade, and they start to degrade quickly. So at Pembroke Dock, at the barracks, which has been in a variety of different ownerships for a number of years now, the planning authority want us to find a new use. They want us to find a new home for that building, a new life for that building, and that's the right thing to do. If you ever get an opportunity to deal with a heritage building, my advice would be to do it. Don't be afraid of it. I know a lot of the gurus, and this is the anti-guru after all, so I may as well go for a bit of anti-guru-ness. A lot of the gurus would tell you to run away, run a mile, don't touch them, don't look at them. The anti-guru says, absolutely look at them, but understand what you're looking at. Understand the risks, understand the rewards. Don't just rush in and blast it through and hope. This is not an office to resi conversion. This is heritage development. But the things you can do with heritage buildings are superb. One I've recently got approved in Salisbury is a 6-flat conversion out of an office building where we're installing a whole new staircase. And I've seen some of the photos come from it this week, and they're installing a whole new staircase between first and second floor level in order to bring it back into modern standards of living accommodation. That's what you can do, as long as you get the interventions right. Now, they're not easy. I promise you they're not easy. They're a labour of love. I can promise you that as well. I can promise you that the margins will get squeezed. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. This is not a way to passive income. Right? Absolutely not. But what it is a way for you to make real change, make a real long-term commitment to your community, to your area, by saying, I will be the person to save this building. I will be the person to make it work, make it happen. I hope that makes sense. If you've liked this little bit of motivational short that I've thrown in for you guys, then please hit like, hit subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts, your feelings on heritage. I know the way I feel about it. If you want further advice on heritage, then you can contact our brand new sister company, Heritage England, and have a chat with my colleagues Emma and Adam, who are working on these buildings right now and are falling in love with them all over again.